Mike Tyson, the most efficient, sly, and powerhouse champion has arguably ever been next to George Foreman. The youngest heavyweight champion there's ever been to ever live, and most importantly reckons Weave Nation certified within his movement. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah. Mike Tyson's quote. If I may messed up then, it's not an actual full saying. But even then, Mike Tyson, the world heavyweight champion of the world once, by his own fruition, went about the means of testing his skills, almost, against a gorilla. This man, Mike Tyson, has forever from that point had a conversation talked about in the fighting game community, the actual fighting community, mixed same time I guess said animal community, where the case, if he could actually match a gorilla. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about this topic, and most importantly, explaining why it is not close, because you might be from ignorance, but if you actually think that Mike Tyson could ever dare stand to a silverback gorilla, I feel like you was just spouting mad with this being said. But I want to go and give a shout out to this crocodile YouTuber. I forgot his name. Not trying to be mean. This video has been in preparating with getting my own due diligence of stuff and taking sentiment matter stuff from him. But I want to actually do my own case of matter of research to go and come things together with Mike Tyson's side and on the silverback gorilla side and talk about some stuff. But I just want to say shout out to him, and most importantly, I hope you guys will enjoy. Let's go and get into it.
Give me head, 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 baby, give me head, and she finna give me head, she wanna come and just give me head, I don't wanna fuck just yeah, all of these niggas are hating on me, but it's been one of yeah, mama, keep your clothes on and give me head, yeah, all of these niggas ain't told me to walk on the motherfucking beat, I ran, I blow the shit up and we get out, that's if I'm the go like, bitch I am. And I slam this bitch like a motherfucking slave. The minute she saw me, you know that she flagged. She fucking with me cause she know I'm a head. GLOUP. They wanna be like me. He'll walk my session is VIP. I'm so high up, can't be where I be. Like, don't try us a DIE.
So for the context of this story, as you see with this article, Mike Tyson once offered a zookeeper $10,000 to open a cage so he could smash a silverback gorilla in the face. This is because of the fact that this silverback gorilla was bullying a small gorilla, and Mike Tyson either being coked up or just probably having his confidence. Remember, this man had pet tigers. This motherfucker wanted to go ahead and teach the gorilla a lesson. And I think for his sake, in the case of matter of the history of Mike and just in the general grandstand of the zookeeper's job, this motherfucker Mike was going to go ahead and be lucky to not even have to even be face to face with the silverback, even though it is brave and modest of him if he probably thought that this silverback needed to get taught a lesson. But this man, in my opinion, and I think probably by all objective stand within the case things I'm about to provide, would not stand a chance against a silverback gorilla. I've already talked about Mike Tyson in depth form with a mixed matter of his personal history and account for his boxing history within the case of my Muhammad Ali vs. Mike Tyson video. Shameless plug, go check that one out. But still, in the case of Mike Tyson's raw stats and capabilities within this fight is going to be on the matter of his speed from a boxing standpoint, being one of not the most profound peekaboo artists, being trained by custom model, the same guy that trained Floyd Patterson, what is being said, who was beaten by Muhammad Ali but hold up against him, and the same man that was standing toe to toe with Sonny Liston. And Sonny Liston also annihilated him in his own camp. But Mike Tyson has the prowess and credit and stuff to be able to outdo both of these people, and has shined this multiple times, investing multiple different people with it, and being able to move out of people's case of matter of different defense to offensive capabilities with jabs or hooks, uppercuts, things like that. Then when it comes down to his striking power, aka AP within this regard, stands at 1,178 pounds of force, a damn near 2,000, which is able, you know, depending on the record, crack a motherfucker's skull, break through a wall level stands to stand. He's efficient in a matter of boxing, being the youngest heavyweight champion has ever lived, what is being said. And Mike Tyson in his prime, what is being said, in the case of the late 70s, early 80s to even mid 80s, is a beast beyond comprehension. Even though, again, I love Mike, as I said before, my Muhammad Ali vs. Mike Tyson video, it is being said, and obviously everything that I've said about him, but now full saying is iconic quote, my style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious, and when he's hot, when he is children, praise be to Allah, he's a champion. For our sake as people, his sake, and I credit the fact that the zookeeper being smart, not just for his job, but also the well-being of Mike, it's good they didn't face the back gorilla. And here's the reason why. A gorilla, one of the mightiest, ferocious, and big-body creatures on the planet. Now that statement comes from the record of what they could do and account for them actually being just base-wise, physically, one of the strongest land combatants on the planet and being able to primarily sock a motherfucker into God's hands like Mike Tyson could. But in regards for them as creatures, these are pacifistic creatures and creatures that are vegetarians primarily and do not go about fighting other animals like in the case of predators or defensive matter of animals, right? But they do have the capabilities to. Silverback gorilla in general is the strongest matter gorilla, and they have not been tested to their fullest count of strength. So what we have now, which is just very inconsistent and very flimsy and wackily matter of strength, can be higher if the time ever needed. But on base consistent level, gorillas, self-explanatory, and this all greater count of monkeys are way stronger than humans and a great deal of animals from a physical strength side, as they could toss around other capes of different animals trying to attack them are their own species, like ragdolls. They could crush a human 20 times over. They have a bite force damn near the same height, and even different accounts higher than the bite force of a lion, a tiger, a grizzly bear. Even they don't necessarily use it in the most strong sense field, but their bite force could easily crush a human skull, rip a motherfucker apart, maul a nigga. Their strength has been showcased in multiple accounts to be ridiculous. Their weight mixed in account of height, even though being shaky and mixed, even being short, is demonstrably different than humans. And when they are the bigger size, they even give more higher record of power. With that being said, like most people, and the gorilla had one account, thanks to the programmer, even though I think he a shady motherfucker, that was recorded by written document of taking a human, spinning him up into the air and ripping his head clean off. He's dead. That was a count of him, and that easily is way beyond any account of what a human could ever do. They've been showing them being able to maul their prey at different times. They get most of the time beaten by leopards, but even though they could have even stages full of a big competitive fight with them, where it's not just a toss-up and a slap against the case of matter of a gorilla in comparison to a leopard. Gorillas multiple times to showcase the capability to use multi-primal, very flimsy slapboxing tactics to weigh down their prey in multi different fights. But gorillas are not like how King Kong, Donkey Kong, or fucking what's his name from Rise Planet of the Apes, I forgot his name, the gorilla that went and jumped into the helicopter like shit. They don't have the capability to punch and do these different sporadic, precise, proficient ways of building technique form capabilities. Even though this isn't to say that they're stupid, they do have some take of intelligence, but it's definitely not the same way of humans, and they most of the time, again, have these slapboxy case tactics. But that wouldn't really matter against a gorilla being in a sense of a one-on-one sense, because again, that's a different story. Mike Tyson, in comparison with other animals, they're actually true predators, have tactics and proficient ways to get on a motherfucker and actually almost snag them with their motherfucking soul if they would go about some different dumbass tactics. But the thing is, with the case of Mike Tyson as well, to a gorilla doesn't really need to worry about that because his physical strength, the durability corresponded with the count of the bite force and capability and stuff like that. And as you see by one of the pictures, with their big ass fucking sharp ass teeth, would be enough in general. And with the strength, the gap, and the fucking run speed not really mattering, but a gorilla would keep up with Mike Tyson, regardless of Mike Tyson having a better sense, a proficient pound for pound movement. You know what I'm saying? Type of case of matter movement. It wouldn't really matter how many times he can bob, weave, and do different stuff orthodoxly. The gorilla is just so much more stronger, way more bigger. The gorilla is not gonna be passive. It's gonna be bloodlusted on Mike Tyson's ass, the same way Mike Tyson would be on a nigga ass, pause, and just be out here mauling his ass. It don't even need to get to a third phase of the video. Listen, a gorilla will dominate Mike Tyson. It shouldn't even be an argument. It can maul him to death, chomp on his neck, beat him to a Pope Rocket to Caesar style, he would get demolished. It would be a dungeon for him. So it's not even a question, okay? So yeah, I mean, that's it when it comes down to this video, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed what is being said. And before I even end it, to go and talk about two different things I might even forget about. Listen, it doesn't matter if Mike Tyson has a considerable weight depending on the case version of the gorilla. What is being said, because him weighing like 220 pounds at his highest room, having a 91.8% knockout rate, even a higher case matter, maybe punch stand. He has to be so lucky that actually knocks out the gorilla, okay? So it doesn't matter. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I know it's a short one. I just want to go and clear up the air, as I'm not the only person that said that a gorilla would annihilate Mike Tyson. I love Big Mike, but no. Jake Paul probably can't beat him, but a gorilla sure can. I hope the guy don't get knocked out by Jake Paul. Fuck that nigga for even doing that. Nigga, you know he old as fuck. That nigga trying to kill niggas. Joke aside though. Love y'all. Peace out, mommy. Peace.